If you step onto Minky while we're at anchor, you will always see this, which is an EcoFlow Delta power station, and it's always here. It's always charging with its solar panels, and we've always pretty much got something hooked up to it. So thank you to Power2Go in the UK who sent us this unit for a review, and yeah, we're basically just gonna go through why it's really good. So basically, like I said, it's a power station. It's a 1260 watt-hour lithium battery with a MPPT charge controller for the solar, and also a battery charger and an inverter as well. We charge this up when we're in a marina, and it takes 1 hour to get to 80% and 1.6 hours to get to a full charge. But mostly we are plugged into the solar panels, which we'll get to very shortly. It can power devices up to 1800 watts, which would include things like hair dryers, space heaters. It's a really powerful machine. It's not your average power bank. It's 14 kilos, it's very heavy. So we've actually had this for about 6 months now, and we've been using it every day that we're at anchor. So now is a good time for us to go through it, show you how we use it, and see if it would be a fit for your boat or RV, or for you basically. So come in closer, have a little look. It's on now, and it's charging at 75 watts. The solar panels are not fully in the sun, and we've got bits of rigging which are kind of overshadowing it, but that's pretty good. We're not charging anything at the moment, so it's 0 watts, it's 90%, but that will be full by the end of the day.
It says in 2 hours.
Yeah,
here.
2 hours, and it's 2:30, so yeah. You have fast charge USBs, normal USBs. You also have your USB-C, which is really handy for Nadiana's computer, because her computer is USB-C charging, so we don't even need to invert it. So yeah, you can turn it on and off like that. On the back, AC with a little, what is it, cigarette thing.
This is Europe, and for English, I'm sure they probably also have an English one.
It depends where you buy it. So they knew we were in Europe, so they sent us the Europe one. But yeah, if you're in the UK or the US, these are available globally, so you can get them in any which way you desire. So yeah, basically they use this extreme charging technology. So when you plug it in, the fans turn on and it charges at 1200 watts, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Super fast.
So it's basically, yeah, a lithium battery of, when you convert 1260 watt hours to amp hours, it's about 100 amp hours, which is basically the same as a car battery or the batteries that we use to start the engine. However, they're lead acid, so you can only really use them, you know, the top 20%. This will drain all the way to 0%, which we've done many times, and it will then go back up without degradation of the battery.
They actually have saved our lives by charging up the battery of the engine.
Yeah, I'll explain exactly what Nadiana means by that. So, if you remember back to the time where we were at anchor for the first time, and then we went to start the batteries and they were way too low. So slow.
Do you want me to change the battery?
So we just need to charge our batteries a little bit, so we might be another 20 minutes.
It used up 10% to charge the battery till the engine started, about half an hour, and now it's charging from the solar panel.
So we basically took this
Beast.
into the bedroom.
Wait.
Come on, Yosh!
Yoshi's the little shadow.
And then, so we have this charger, battery charger, and we just take that out and then put it in, and then obviously just turn it on. And so that is now charging our engine batteries and leisure batteries. Now, this is a very, very inefficient way of doing it with the battery charger, because obviously you've got 12 volts being inverted to 220. 220 then going to a battery charger, which is then charging the
House
batteries. So it's not something that you would keep on all the time using a battery charger, because this is already a battery charger as well. It's incredibly inefficient, but you still have 11 hours doing this. So it is very inefficient to do it like that, but in an emergency, and we've had to do it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So it's been really, really helpful for us. So.
And another name for this one is an eco generator. So basically, it's kind of like a petrol generator.
This is more powerful than any generator, any 4-stroke or 2-stroke generator that we've ever had. You know, the petrol ones. It's more powerful.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
cool.
Cool.
Up to 1,800 watts, as opposed to
that's true.
the other one that we've got on here is 1,200. And our previous one was like 800 watts. And they're also not that cheap either.
Nice.
So usually it's here on the floor, and we just plug in the solar panels, which go in there, and they're MC4 connectors. But let's go check out the solar panels, because they're really cool. So we've got 2, these are also EcoFlow solar panels. They are flexi, which is really cool, especially for this boat. They're actually perfect because they follow the contours of the very classic lines of this deck. Look at that.
Wow. Very flexy, and they're really thin, like a piece of paper.
So they're 160 watts for each solar panel, and combined 320 watts, but you can also have up to 400 watts of solar going into it, which is a lot, which is basically what we've got for our house battery, engine battery. And also, because they are MC4, so they can be connected in, you can wire in some more solar panels in there as well. But we use these ones because they're super convenient. You can pack them away, take them out, and they are IP67 waterproof, so they will take a fair bit of water.
Yeah, so at night we just leave them out. There will be condensations on them, but in the morning when the sun is out, it will just start charging itself. Now the sun is out a bit more. It's charging 120, 30, 36, 140 input.
We didn't have anything like this on our last boat, and we pretty much had to get to a marina to get our computers basically working so that we could edit. So we've got my computer plugged in now, which is a really power hungry computer, and it takes quite a lot of energy, but I'm not sure what it says there, how much.
It says 4752, and you can use it for 27 hours.
Cool. So that's more than enough to get, well, I would say about 2 videos edited, and that's now we've unplugged the solar. So once that goes in, basically it's free energy. It doesn't take anything.
Yeah.
So,
and the solar panel sometimes can use as shade cover as well, which are multi-using, just as this one as well. Well, you charge the computer. You can also charge, mostly we use to charge camera batteries and our little Bluetooth speaker. And let's see how much now. It's 49, not much taking. Still can charge 25 hours.
yeah. So like we said, we received this about 5 or 6 months ago when we were refitting this boat, and we tried it with sanders, different sanders, grinders all plugged in. That was when we were sanding the skeg, just before we realised that the skegs were in a really bad state. We could actually use this to power those tools to refit at anchor if we needed to. So it's nice to know that we have this if we do need to do some anchor refits.
One downside about having a bigger boat is more space to clean. So I'm really glad that I got this Hoover. I don't recommend this Hoover because it came broken, but I definitely recommend the EcoFlow because it saved me so much like back hurting, sweeping. But this is not my favorite thing to do with the EcoFlow. Now let's take you to my favorite thing. This is my favorite thing with Eco, my friend, and my little audience.
Play more, play more. So make sure you check out the purchase link in the description to see how you can get them. They're available in the UK, Europe, America, wherever you're from. We use it all the time, and for our needs it covers it and then some. So check it out. EcoFlow, baby. Delta.
EcoFlow, baby. EcoFlow, baby. EcoFlow. EcoFlow, baby.
Yoshi.
EcoFlow.